going on, y'all? I know this is probably an odd way to start off this video because I'm on the way to work right now currently to go close from 4 to 10. And you know, I don't really too much often show behind the scenes on what goes on with these companies, or just I would say the work that I really put in behind closed doors that nobody sees. So y'all know recently I lost my place back in June 16th or whatever. And I'll be dropping a story time on all that bullshit later on. But for now, we just focused on the moment, you know what I'm saying? And just focus on getting our shit right. We don't have any extra people to worry about, I should say. Except really my girl. And, she stays in Dallas, probably about 20, 30 minutes away from me. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been having my little moments lately where I just, I start to feel like I don't really need to be around people anymore, and a lot of people ain't gonna understand what it's like to have something of your own and then you lose that bitch unexpectedly. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it wasn't over anything bad. Wasn't really because I was personally late, but because the people did some illegal shit. And pretty much the case was never really settled because, who the fuck finna go pay for a settlement? You know what I'm saying? Like, if people really understood what niggas deal with behind closed doors, they would understand that this shit is irregular. Now, yeah, I know a lot of people can say, yeah, they been through this and been through that. But when you're a chosen one, bro, throughout life, the shit that you're gonna go through is gonna be fucking surprising. I just been feeling like disconnected from a lot lately. I haven't really been smoking as much. And like I said, it's nothing I can really do about that. But, yeah. I don't even know how to feel, bro. Like, it's like 1 minute something's good, and the next minute, something bad is happening. But, at the end of the day, I feel like as long as a nigga keep pressing forward and just blur everything else out, that's a distraction. We have no choice but to win. And as y'all see, my homie's not with me anymore. I let him do whatever he want to do. I let him go chase whatever dream he's trying to chase. Because like I said, I don't have time to just, constantly stick around people that got their own vision. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where I ain't never been no fake nigga, all right? And I'm always keep moving with genuine intentions. But if a motherfucker show me that they don't want to be bothered, or if a person show me that, okay, no matter what you're doing, only partial or certain shit gonna be remembered out of everything you've done for somebody, why do it matter to, keep people around? See, from an adult perspective, I understand a lot as I get older, and I'm just starting to see the real in people. I'm starting to see some fake shit in people. Like I say, bro, it's damn near 100 degrees out here, and we ain't outside Park Land or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like a street runner or shit. But we on a different grind. We on a different, mission, because this shit is personal. And, I wanted to be that person to, you know what I'm saying, have a whole little crib with the homies and shit or whatever. And, the shit partially went as planned and worked out until everything flopped. And it gets to the point to where when you're battling different shit, you can't really compare to nobody, you know what I'm saying? You may be able to relate in a way, but I feel like, man, most of my time that I spend, I be trying to be cool with people and make sure other people straight. But it's like, I've been starting to notice a lot of different shit going on lately. And like I said, ever since losing this crib, I just feel like I've been the only one really just taking this shit in a different type of way. I say, my homeboy, he had his own shit. What happened? He came out here to me. What happened? I left for my uncles. Sum it up, I didn't even have enough money saved up, bro. I just took the risk and jumped because, like I say, at the end of the day, sometimes you just, you know, you want to do shit on your own, but sometimes you find it kind of cool to, you know, just shit, have a team. But now it's gotten to the point though where shit, I gotta move around. I gotta get out of Euless. You know, me and my girl is trying to build. It's a lot of shit that I want to sit and tell y'all, but I know like sometimes, man, my days just it be draining. Sometimes I be tired, bro. You know, I've been busting my hours, and you know, I want to show y'all the back end of literally what I'm doing on the hustle, because yeah, I may not be doing content creation for too long on, you know, Instagram or whatever or whatnot. I want to focus on branching my YouTube out more and, you know, getting my businesses back running and shit, because bro, I have a lot of goals and it takes a lot of work, but it really takes a strong mind to even be able to do what I'm doing. See, I got him on to the job that I'm currently at. As a matter of fact, I got him on to the first job when he came out here. He was so worried about that or whatever, and then next thing you know, got to talk about quitting and shit. And about me, man, I'm a real nigga, bro, and I'm gonna keep it real and speak how I feel. And like I say, you know, when you move fast in life, bro, you tend to fuck up or crash, or you're gonna either learn from it. And in this situation right here, bro, I'm really learning a lot. And I'm not just gaining really just clarity, but I'm seeing who's sticking around and who not. Like I said, I don't expect people to be by my side forever, because hey, as you get older, bro, you're gonna want to do your own shit. Yeah, that's understandable. But it's more so on the side of communication. You know, I've always been big with communication, you know, and I tell people like, bro, if anybody's around me or if you fucking with me, you know what I'm saying, let me know what's up, let me know what you're trying to do. But it's a lot of lacking in that type of shit, bro. Sometimes I feel like my presence doesn't even belong around people. So shit, I show that way in just silence. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to really have friends no more, because like I said, I done been with friends with somebody that I was cool for like 6-7 years, bro, maybe 8, and I had to cut him off. As a matter of fact, I saved his ass from getting beat up when I had a place. So, you know, when it all boils down to it, it's a lot of things that I could have did differently, but yet I chose to do it how I did it. Like I say, bro, people don't understand the back end of this shit because they don't see what goes on. You know, and it's more than what I tell people, always gonna be more. But if people really been watching me, if people really tune into what I do, what I talk about, then people would understand, bro. But, you know, until then, I don't expect people to understand. Like I say, you know, I'm burning bridges with this job to the point where I need something better. But I'm getting what I can, and I'm using this bitch to my advantage. I'm not one of those niggas that's just gonna get a job and quit because I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, you have to have money to fund your businesses to make more money. The goal isn't to get a job and quit and then walk off thinking that you're gonna last with 2 bands or whatever the fuck. Like I say, you don't get lucky overnight. And sometimes I feel like people think that miracles just happen. Bro, look, I don't knock nobody down for the move that they make, but what I will say is, hey, if I think that is stupid and the decisions is not right, bro, I'm gonna just look at you stupid, or I'm gonna just say, okay, do that. Like I say, you know, I'm worried about myself in this current phase of my life right now, because I've always put my homie, you know, right on the side of me. I've always got in relationships and put females before me. You know, I never really tend to say what I want to say because people make that shit about them too much. Like I say, you know, and that's why I stopped talking, and I just realized that silence is really the best answer for anything. I'm going to the gym damn near almost every day, every night, putting in work. And I'm just trying to keep my mental distracted, because when you're sober, it's like a detox. And sometimes you gotta do things that you don't want to do sometimes. And if it means me taking my own road, hey, I'm gonna do that shit. Like I said, you know, I was with my cousin yesterday or whatever, or one of my close cousins, you know, both of our birthdays in August. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, when it comes down to it, shit, everybody's gonna have their own opinions, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be that person to change your mind on anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people, bro, go where you're happy at, you know what I'm saying? But me, I literally I don't entertain bonds, or I don't try to entertain friendships and shit if I see a different you, or if I feel the feeling that the energy off. You know, I can't be around those type of people. It don't matter how cool I am with somebody, bro. If you burn bridges with me, that's on you. You know, I'm not the type of nigga to get my life together and then say, oh, okay, yeah, let me go help and this and that. If a motherfucker not by my side today, they won't be by my side the next few years. Like I say, bro, I'd rather dissociate myself and disconnect from people than be around all the fakish shit that's going on. Because, like I say, bro, it gets to the point where when you're misunderstood a lot, even when you talk, a lot of motherfuckers gonna think you judging them or trying to knock them down. But see, in my world, I always wanted to see people win, and I always wanted to see motherfuckers eat. It's just not gonna be at my table. Like I said, when I always set the table up, not one time did I not have a hand to give. You know, I find myself reminiscing back on all the shit that I normally do for people, and then when they only bring up one thing or a little bit of shit. Like I said, bro, you know, I'm showing y'all the back end of this come up, bro. That's why I haven't been doing too many vlogs and editing. But I'm gonna show y'all, bro, I've been really putting in work, putting in hours at this job, and I get paid every 2 weeks. But see, look, when you did something once, you can do it again. That's how I see it. But yeah, this is the come up, bro. This is gonna show a lot of motherfuckers the work that we putting in. And I'm talking about we ain't paying no Ubers, we steady stacking, steady building. So yeah, when I get to the job, we're gonna end the video off by showing y'all the hours that we got so far, because right now we on like our 3rd check, 4th check probably. But you know, things happen. So a nigga kind of restarting in a way, but this check gonna be better to, you know, leverage off of. So I'll see y'all then. All right, y'all, so I'm currently at work. It is actually 3:57. I clock in at 4, but you know, being that I walked in the door, it's only 2 people here. It's one of the managers and her son works here. So yeah, we're gonna see how this shit goes. I'm gonna show y'all my hours though, and just show y'all the back end of this shit real quick so y'all can see. With these type of jobs, you gotta work. Real shit. So yeah, I'll see y'all on the other side. So y'all see this right here, man, 65 hours. You feel me?